What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here, and I want to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour. I'm excited to have you here. I'm gonna go ahead and get my get my camera on. See if we can get that popping all the way in front so I can see myself. I'm still in gym clothes, so I apologize. I kind of feel like that's how it goes lately. And I'm drinking my protein really late, so just trying to stay healthy. Um, Yeah, so real quick, there's a lot of people piling in the room right now. If you're new to this, this is a webinar series I do every Tuesday at 9 p.m. We stream this. It's just free training. It's just meat and potatoes. There's nothing for sale. It's just my way of helping you stay on track, motivating you, keeping you ahead of the curve, on what's up and coming, what's trending, what's working right now, tools that you can use to streamline your business and avoid, blowing a bunch of money on courses because you can always come here and get information, right? So, super important to understand that you don't have to go buy a new course every month to stay up to date. There's lots of free information online. A lot of it you can get right here. So, I will say this webinar is usually 30 minutes. I am going to keep it a little short tonight. My son is really sick. He's like coughing and all sorts of stuff. He's 2.5. Not really used to having a sick kid. He doesn't really get sick. He gets like little tiny little things, but he's pretty sick right now. And he's just behind me. It's his bedroom right there. And I can hear him coughing and stuff. So I just want to keep an eye an eye on him. And I also, when I do these, I project a lot, and I'm hoping he'll fall asleep so his little throat will not be hurting. And I don't want to be projecting too much with him on the other side of that wall and keep him up because, Casey said when I do these webinars, it always wakes him up. Okay, so here's the thing. We're going to dive into a tool tonight that it's not for sale. Well, I mean, I guess you could go online and buy it. Like I just use it. I've always used it. It's an option that I have. I don't care if you get it. I don't get anything if you get it. I just use it and I pay a lot of money for it. And I'm gonna share it with you tonight, and we're gonna do some research in it. And we're just gonna kind of look at some products that are trending right now because last week what we did is we went over some of the trending products in Zendrop, and that's your supplier, right? So, we went over Zendrop and their trendy products, and they had some really cool stuff. But doing that every single week isn't going to be um, beneficial for you because there's probably only a couple of new products that they add in, and yeah, one product could change everything. But I think this could get really boring if we just did this every single week. So we'll get back to this in a week or two. So with that said, I'm going to pull up this tool. It's quite expensive. I forget how much it is. Um, and there is something to be said about when you start all of this, people get excited and they're like, oh, this tool and that tool and this tool. I'm going to buy all these tools, which is why when we set you up with a store builder, we have that app suite that we offer, and that kind of covers most all of the bases. There are other things that are nice to have, but you don't want to get shiny object syndrome and just go buy a bunch of stuff unless you're going to use it. So unless you're actually running ads, okay, then you don't need to be paying for a spy tool. And this is a tool that, and I have my own tool that I've developed that does it, but I always use all the tools pull in different things. So I have mine, I have others, and I'm always just, I'm investing in my business, and I'm always trying to get all the data I can. But if you're not running ads, it's kind of pointless to spend $200 a month on a tool for finding viral ads, right? Because it's not going to do you any good unless you're running ads. So this is a really cool tool. It's called PIPI ads. And excuse me, I do need to get this protein down. And what it does is it lets us spy on Shopify ads across TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. It'll let us spy on TikTok Shop ads. You know, TikTok Shop is huge. Tons of people are crushing it with TikTok Shop. They're selling all sorts of stuff. It's wild. And you can see some of these influencers with TikTok Shop have 280,000 followers, 4.7 million. And I don't think that you're going to make, most of you, or maybe none of you will make the type of money from a product that is viral on TikTok Shop from someone who has 4.7 million followers, right? They have a lot of reach, they have a lot of followers. But what I see is they're doing marketing for you. So all of these big influencers with TikTok shops and tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands or millions of followers, they are selling people on these products. They're pushing these products, and yes, they are selling them. But not everybody that watches this video of this, hell, I don't know what this thing is. I have no clue what this is. It looks like maybe something. It's like post. She had a newborn. It looked like, so maybe it's a post pregnancy thing. I would obviously listen to the video, right? So this girl here is a huge following. She knows what she's doing clearly. Not an amateur. She's a pro, and she's posted this video of this product here, this wrap. And it's got 1 million impressions, 33,000 likes, 224 shares, and 194 comments. And we can immediately see this when I open up this tool. Now, what is this? I really don't know. She looks like she has a store, momcozy.com, and then a teeth whitening store, maybe. All right, so this is a Sculpt Touch Hourglass girdle, okay? I might be like way out. Out of all the things I could have clicked on that are on here, I just chose this. I don't know why, it was random. I'm way out of my league talking about a girdle. I don't even know what a girdle is. But here's the thing, all right? If you don't know what this is, which I don't know if that's just for women, if it's just for men, like I legit don't know anything about this, okay? But assuming this is like more of a female product, if you're a guy and you're like, oh, I don't want to promote that, like I don't know anything about that, we don't have to know anything about it. That's the thing. AI can write us an ad description, and big influencers like this lady here are getting eyeballs on the product and selling, like she's selling the product for us. Not everybody that saw this is buying it, but they saw it. They were pitched on it. They were shown an example of how great it is. And so when they see an ad, if we're promoting this, in their brain, when they see the ad, they're like, oh, that's that thing that Kelsey was showing on her TikTok, and it was really cool. And at the time, I didn't need it, or I wasn't in the mood to buy anything. But I'm gonna go ahead and snag that now because Kelsey said it's good, and I follow her, and she puts out great content. So what we could do is piggyback off of big influencer sales on TikTok shops and Instagram, whatever it may be. They sell the product for us. That means there's less work that we have to do. We just start marketing to it. And they're getting so much reach with 1 million impressions. And there's tons of other people promoting this, I'm sure. They're selling it for us. It's kind of like a semi-endorsement, if you will. It's, oh, that's that product that these influencers are all saying works so good and does X, Y, Z. So if I click on this, I don't know why it didn't open up the link, but I don't know, let's look at her store, momcozy.com. So she's got, what was it? 2.7 million followers. This seems to be her store. It looks a lot about like pregnancy, baby bumps, baby care, so on and so forth. So I could just browse the store maybe and find that product, but I don't even know what category that would be in. But another thing is we could look at what she's promoting on her store. That might give us a really good idea, like baby carriers. So these are all things that she might be selling on her store. We don't know if they're getting sales or not. We want to look at her Instagram and see which, or her TikTok, and see which one she's really pushing, if any of those. We could find that girdle and kind of see what price point she's selling it at. And I thought I saw one of the things, what was it, featured? Maternity. I mean, I'm probably, some of y'all are like, Adrian is such an idiot. He needs to get out of this category. But I'm trying to see if I could find the girdle, but I don't know, it's somewhere on her site since that link was broken. Point is she has a boatload of impressions, a boatload of followers. She's selling the product. She's probably getting sales of the product. And we can kind of piggyback off of that. So, here are the comments. Of people, you see what they're saying about the product. I don't understand some of this. Like they're all, I might need to listen to it for context, but they're, talked about different things she might be saying in the video. And maybe this is an awful product. Maybe it's not a good idea. But immediately I'm put on to things by big influencers that I would have never thought about. And so it's a great way to find things and test things. And you can see they're selling it for $37.99. It's called a body sculpt thing. And so we can kind of scroll through here and find some of these products. This is 450,000 followers, looks like some sort of barber. 3.4 million followers right here, 10 weight loss snacks. Now, will all of these be Shopify-ish, dropship-ish products? No, not every video is going to be a product that you can necessarily go find on Zendrop or any of these other dropship platforms and sell. So you also have to keep that in mind. There are some other things up here, like we could say the last 7 days. Like what are some of the ads in the last 7 days our TikTok shop? And it's not pulling anything up, which is really great. Last 6 months, last year, but you could see it was pulling up stuff from August a second ago. So we could go to TikTok made me buy it, change categories. I think I'm catching what my son has. Change categories to TikTok made me buy it, which is a hashtag. A lot of people say TikTok made me buy it, and it's a hashtag they use to promote stuff. So like this thing, the bunion corrector, ooh, I can't watch that. But it looks, it's a problem. People look for solutions. So we could just kind of scroll through products, but you'll see that like how different this is than Zendrop. When we go to Zendrop's trendy products, you're like, oh snap, this, and they're trending. Here we're really looking, we got to do a little bit more research, like this onion peeler right here, okay? Let's see if there's anything to this. 1.3 million impressions, 500 shares, 13,000 likes. We can see the post and see what people say about the product. How much, so it looks like some of this is in Spanish maybe. Yeah, so, I don't really see people saying, I want that, I need that, I must have that. And those are really the comments that I look for is, oh, that's not just, oh, that's cool, but I'm looking for people to say, I want that, I need that. So that's a good indicator that it's a pretty cool product and it might be doing really well. This one is a nail art machine that's a little bit more high tech. You got this ankle rehabilitation product right here. This person's got 5,000 followers. So, I mean, they're not getting a boatload of reach, but here's the thing. They got 5,000 followers, which we could see here, but their video has 1.3 million impressions, right? 1,000 shares. That's double the shares that Onion Peeler just had for the same amount of impressions. So obviously, one thing is a cool gadget, right? The Onion Peeler that I just showed y'all, if I can scroll up here, 1.3 million impressions, 13,000 likes, 500 shares, 59 comments. The comments, we didn't really see anything that was like, oh, I need this, I want this, I gotta have this, I'm gonna buy this. This is a cool gadget, right? It's just like, oh, that's neat. It's nice to look at. Some people like watching videos like this, are just like pleasing to the eye for some people. But you go down here, 1.3 million impressions, 6,000 likes, 1,000 shares, 180 comments. Let's see what some of the comments say. All right, so how much? some more other how to order one. I would like that. Donde lo puedo comprar? I'm rusty on my Spanish. Yo quiero comprar. Trying to read some of these and remember my Espanol. But already, right out of the gate, I saw people saying how much, where's the link to it, I want this. So I'm just seeing like some validation that this is a product that people are interested in buying. Now, why would this goofy looking little plastic product that you can let you do this with your heels, posted by someone that has literally only 6,000 followers? Like, kudos to this person for building their platform, but they don't have 1 million followers. But that doesn't matter because they just posted something that got 1 million views. So this little product here, the reason it got the same amount of views from a low follow account with double the amount of shares, double the comments, and 6.8 thousand likes compared to, well, 13,000 likes. This one got more likes because it's cool to look at, right? I will say that, but this one got double the shares. Shares are far more important than likes, and so are comments. And the comments said, I want that. Where do I get it? Where's the link? Okay, so we can go to their Shopify store and we can see that they sell all sorts of different products for rehab, right? So it's putting us onto a new niche. They have a Shopify store that is selling products for rehabbing, different parts of the body. The reason that this video did so well is because it is a solution to a problem. If you're in pain, you'll want to buy anything or learn anything that can fix that pain. Like right now, I have I pulled something in my trap right here. I was doing renegade rows the other day, sunburn. And I'm like already, like all I do is research, how do I fix this? I think I have like a meniscus or whatever, or MCL strain as well. I train really hard. And so I've spent all day like looking, okay, what are products I could do to rehab this? I need to buy a knee sleeve now, and I need to buy this and this and this and this. And I've spent like $500 buying stuff to help my knee because like I want my knee to get back to normal. So this product right here, this is an ankle trainer. Okay. So just for the sake of ease, I'm going to come over to AliExpress and let's do, well, time went by a lot faster than I anticipated. Okay, so there's like, you put an ankle trainer, there's going to be a lot of different things that come up here. So I might have to be a little bit more with our words here. So let's do, and I didn't even like, I'm just doing all this off the cuff. I don't like have stuff ready to go because I like for y'all to just kind of see how we can just off the cuff discover things. So we're seeing things very, very similar to what they were selling first on their website. But what I really want to find is that little rock. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this is it right here. It's $1.73. Okay. If you get it in black, the colors, I guess, a little bit more. Maybe the dye costs a little bit more money in the machine to make it the color, whatever. So we can see this got 1 million views, tons of likes, tons of shares, tons of comments from a low follow account on Shopify. On TikTok. And we can immediately go find a similar product and we can start promoting this and know that this is getting attention, it's getting views, and it has a lot of potential, and the market wants it. People are saying, I want this. And it's probably going to be slightly older people, or it's going to be athletes that may have injuries and may need this to, rehabilitate an injury in their ankle, their foot, or whatever it may be. And so immediately I found out, and that puts me onto a whole new niche, is rehab products. I mean, there's so many different rehab products. And again, I know that we don't use AliExpress. I just like going to it to search for stuff because anything that's on AliExpress, I can generally put into Zendrop. Rehab products. And look at all of these different things that you could be selling in the rehab niche. Target CrossFitters. CrossFitters always be getting hurt because they ain't never doing anything the right way. I'm watching these CrossFitters just around here. I've seen them just like, they're just like going up, doing all this stuff. I mean, they're more inclined to get injured because they're not really focused as much on form. They're slinging stuff around. And even me, very form focused, I get injured all of the time. If I was doing CrossFit, damn, just go ahead and put me in a wheelchair. and call it a day. Because like I'm doing all that stuff, these CrossFitters, I don't know how their bodies take that. It's impressive, but it looks very painful. So I care more about aesthetics than I do about hurting myself. Anyways, there's tons and tons and tons of different products here. And then we get put onto a new niche. And we go, okay, well, let's sort these by orders. Which ones have sold the most? Okay, these little finger things, finger gripper things, I guess, that kind of train your wrist and your forearms, probably 10,000 sold. This foam massage roller, 4,000 sold. This massage thing right here, 4,000 sold. A lot of the finger grippers are popping off. It's an interesting looking product. It gets people's attention. So when we go over to their store, I'm pretty positive on their homepage, I saw the finger things. Yeah, look right here. They have a couple of different ones, but the finger flexion thing right here, they're selling for $30. Okay. Now, this is a product that we could get for what was it, like 10 bucks, something like that? No, it's $1.33. That's not, this isn't the exact one, but it's quite similar, right? So $1.33, we could get this and we could immediately start drop shipping this. And we could put all of these different types of products on in a category on our store, like a health and wellness, rehabilitation, rehab category on our store. So I love using tools like this because not only do I get put onto a product, but I get put onto a whole new niche of, you think about rehab tools, and people will spend a boatload of money to to fix injuries or to get better. As a matter of fact, one of the things I did is I got tendonitis in my elbow because I lift really hard. I've got this MCL or meniscus or whatever strain right now, and I got a strained trap. So I went to Rogue Fitness, and I went down here to straps and wrap support, and I went to protection and support. So let me just show you what I did, okay? I always sort things from highest price to low because I kind of associate the more expensive ones with probably better quality. And if you think about it, yes, that sounds, kind of stupid. But when I'm talking about like my health and repairing my body or fixing something, I'd rather just take the chance, spend $20 more and get a product that's probably better for me or that'll keep me safer than try to save the money. And I could be wrong. The cheaper one could be better, but I just assume. And that's what people do. But I bought these sleeves for $77 right here. So I bought, it's a pair, 77 bucks. Then I went over here and they have an elbow one that I bought. Yeah, I bought two of these that were $44 each. So, and when I got on the store, on Rogue's store, to buy these sleeves, which was 77 bucks here, and this one $44 there. So my order is about $120 is what I came to order. Then I was like, well, hold on a second, I don't want to get hurt again because I'd be doing stupid stuff in the gym sometimes, I guess. So like, what else could I get, right? And so then I started looking at, okay, what about back support? And I almost bought this thing for 59 bucks, but I didn't buy it. I'm on the fence about it 'cause my posture is trash. And then I came over here to weightlifting belts, and I bought this one for $59. I just bought it last night. And then I bought one of these leather ones that isn't tapered. Yeah, this one right here, 92 bucks. It wasn't this exact one, but it was a $100 one, similar to, it looked very similar to this one. I'm just not gonna look around for it because I wanted to test both of them out and see which one worked better for me, right? So I ended up tacking on another $150 onto my order. And the reason I'm telling you this is because when you post a product or have an ad for a product like this right here, not this one, but the one I just showed you, when you have an ad for that and it's popping off, people are going, when they go to your store, they're probably going to, with products like this in this niche, be like, oh, well, hold on, like I'm gonna get this, but oh, this looks cool and this could be nice and this could prevent this. And in a niche like the rehab niche, you could legitimately end up getting somebody buy 3 or 4 things like I did, because now they're in that mode of rehab, right? They're in that mode of, how do I fix this injury and how do I prevent other injuries from happening now? Because once you injure yourself, you're like, damn, I don't want to do this again. So this is very, very important. And I just want to point out, my wife is texting me, telling me I'm talking too loud, and Drake is waking up. She watches him on the little camera. Um, so I'm probably going to stop here because I've been going, I didn't even mean to go 25 minutes, but you know, we'll go more through this next week. I would check out this rehab niche. I would check out the two products that I showed you that were going viral. This little ankle one, and then I showed you another one earlier. We'll get the replay out and you can go back and you can look at it. I believe I'm not going to go back and find it because I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off because Drake is starting to get agitated with me and I want him to sleep. But we'll go through more of these next week. I think it'd be fun. We'll just find new things, find new niches. This is a part of how e-commerce works, right? So some weeks we find specific products, some weeks we find niches, some weeks we talk strategy. Tonight, I think we found like one really legit product that opened up a whole new niche for us, and that's exciting. And we'll dive more into that next week. We'll see if we can build like a rehab bundle for someone that has ankle pain. Because if they buy one thing for their ankle, there's 3 or 4 other things for their ankles. They might buy 2 just to cover all the bases. And that's where the money is those big cart orders. All right. So that's it for tonight. I love you all. Wish you, a great week. Hope you stay healthy. Don't get injured like me. And I will see you next week, same place, same time, right here on the Profit Power Hour. And thanks to everybody that's saying that you hope Drake's going to get better. We got him some little medicine. He's just called all the whole family has been getting this like really bad cold with the sore throat and stuff. So I appreciate you all, appreciate the love, and I'll see you next week. Good night, y'all.